Build-A-Bear workshop, but with an artistic twist. The Pottery Lounge in Rockford invites families to paint a ceramic penguin and make it their own. Each item came with a name tag, fleece scarf of varying colors, and adoption certificate. People could choose from acrylic or glaze paint. The acrylic gives the penguin a matte finish and could be taken home the same day, while the glaze paint makes it glossy and smooth and needs about 1 to 2 weeks for them to be ready. Most of the events at the lounge require advance tickets, but Saturday's event was first come, first served.
The fun part about this business is the variety, the possibilities. So some people prefer a more realistic, some people do really bright and colorful. That's my favorite thing about this is no one's going to walk out with the same piece.